from the apartments where niggas start shit. Known to throw hands, but be quick just to spark shit. Before we had bins, we had pallets on carpet. Stayed at the park, lit, trip and get parked quick. Ain't not for real, this straight off the dark shit. $5 pass, how you home after dark shit. Get you some money, your people gon' talk shit. Part of the game, it's the life of a boss, bitch. Really been lit since a G, you can go ask my mama and them. Remember thugging outside and then start again. See, my mama was having no way, selling dope to the judge. I put that in my starter kit. See, my pops was the boss, I acknowledged it. My papa was a pimp and he taught me shit. Like, don't never fall hard for a bitch that ain't giving you shit and ain't making your pockets fit. Lost my mind and that shit had me empty. Moved in with my pops and he filled it with grit. Pops taught me the ropes, put his son in position. Wasn't listening, them sales was as cold as I vision. Got out, put my mind on the mission. In less than a year, I had made $500,000. A year and a half, Rex was touching the ceiling. 2 years, I'm the man in my city like Drizzy.
Happy birthday, big extra plug.
How we doing out there? It's shit, boy. We're gonna get into it this episode, but
now we go crazy and demons and sex fits. Fuck on the baddest, they come get your back in. Niggas be flexing too hard, but they not lit. No, you can't pop weed, lean in your pocket. Really the plug, I connect to the sock. I can't hang with rats, heard your name in his docket. Started this rap and took off like a rocket. Man of the year, went from last to the top. Big ass from apartments where niggas start shit. Known to throw hands, but be quick just to spark shit. Before we had bins, we had pallets on carpet. Stayed at the park, lit, trip and get parked quick. Ain't not for real, this straight off the dark shit. $5 pass, how you home after dark shit. Get you some money, your people gon' talk shit. Part of the game, it's the life of a boss, bitch.
Party 2025. Fucking T-Lay birthday. Nigga, fuck the other niggas.
And I was so on rainbow, passing. I was so on people.
how we doing, y'all? How we doing? Listen, a lot has happened in these couple of days with me, and not only just me, family, man, if I think about it, bro, a lot of crazy things has been happening within just these last week or two that has been going, and I will not lie. I am happy to be alive. I'm happy to make this episode for you guys to tune back in and bring you back into my life as I try to every episode. I can't even like convey how like much didn't happen in these last couple of weeks, and it's definitely been not stressful, but it's more been just a lot of cooking in the world. And I always try to remember that things don't happen to me, they happen for me. And so I always keep that in mind. I make sure that I'm staying in that right mindset. A lot can be said, and I just don't know exactly how I want to say this to you guys. So we're just gonna give it one day at a time. Today, this episode, we're gonna zero in on a lot of talk that's been with the Shedeur, and like I was saying before, like I'm going to get on that boat of it's I'm already fishing towards that, because that we might have to boycott, the NFL, man. We might have to. And I am myself, and it's just something to stand for myself, because I'm just standing with Shedeur in this situation, because I feel like how they've treated this man is it's crazy. I won't put my eye to none of that shit. I won't even bet against it, and I do my bets, but I ain't gonna bet, man, into the shit, right? I won't bet towards it. I won't watch a game. I don't care if it's my team, the Packers, unless this man step on the field. And that's just what it is. I'm just gonna stand on that. That's just how I feel about it. I feel like it's been a whole lot of bullshit surrounding the situation. So let's get into it.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
The track gods are here.
Is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may
I can't see you go, no.
This is the Artist Perspective Podcast, and I am your host, Devell Ford. Let's get into it, man. I do not like the silence, though. So let's bring it back. Bring it back, bring it back. It's hard to yell when the barbell's in your... Deion Sanders first. My boy just just went through surgery for bladder cancer, and I'm happy you're still with us, bro. That would have been a huge blow, especially to your kids. And my man didn't want to tell his kids why they're going through this situation with being into the NFL. So all this story ties in together. I don't know exactly how long he was dealing with this, but the boy Bucky, he definitely documented the whole thing. So we will be able to, at some point in time, like watch that video, and then I'll get a little bit more a little bit more elaborative on that story as well. But he is good. He is cancer free. He said, "Thank God." He also said, like, I don't know if I just said this, but he didn't want to tell his sons because of what they got going on right now. And man, he went up. That man got to be a tough individual. Prime, we talking about Coach Prime. What he's went through, what he's going through with this situation, man. And like, y'all gotta know this man is hurt, man. Y'all gotta know this man is hurt. Friends, like, and then to be dealing with what he's dealing with the cancer that he was dealing with, and to have his son being ridiculed how it is. You know, I'd rather Shedeur just stayed in fucking college, but I know that man want to go and live his actual dream, which is to play in the NFL. Which right now, man, I'm telling you, like, I'm just with the NFL right now. I don't know how to feel, and I just want to kind of want to go through these videos that I've captured over the last couple of days with you guys. As much as I will be able to, maybe most of these you might just only be able to hear the voice, but I feel like the algorithm it knows how to ignite me, or the right shit has just been coming out. And what I want to start off first with in this situation is the owner coming out for I don't know what the fuck reason to speak on Shedeur, and excuse my language. I'm gonna try to keep my cussing down to a minimum. Normally I do that, but like I said, I've been just a little bit more emotional with the story because it's just like watching a kid grow up to be what he want and to still have this kind of thing where they want to play with a person's life. And you know what I'm saying? And this man just want to play fucking football. So I'm very, very emotional about it. That's why I feel like I'm getting to the point where it's like it's boycott or go. Like he needs to play. And so first we're gonna start off with what the owner randomly had to say in an interview. I don't know what the question lineup was or how he was giving this question to where he had to come out with it. But man, they must have either stumped him with one of them questions or he just felt like he just needed to say this. But why would you say that about a player that is on your team? I'm going to just let him speak and we're going to go from it. We're going to digest it, my guys. I've been putting together the footage. You know, I've been just working. And I've been just like, you know, I get my scrolling and then get to going into these certain stories that like I said, I gravitate to, and it's just like I want to know what they own. I got a lot of Derek something. So this says play him or trade him.
You ready?
The boys win the
Hold
ball.
on. When I do like
Let's
that,
start
you go.
off with
Ready?
this.
Go.
If the boys win the ball, one of you is gonna roll.
Out in the brand new Bentley Barrier at over 100. One more time. Feel like you talking to your sister on the other side of the camera. Okay? Let's go.
See
You
that?
ready?
If the boys win the
Hold
ball.
on. When I do like that, you go. Ready? Go.
If the boys win the ball, one of you is gonna roll.
Out in the brand new Bentley Barrier at over 100. One more time. Feel like you talking to your sister on the other side of the camera. Okay? Let's go.
If the boys win the ball, one of you is gonna roll.
Out in the brand new Bentley Barrier at over 100K, baby.
So come on, boys, do your thing. Yeah. If the boys win the ball, one of you is gonna roll.
Out in a brand new Bentley Barrier at over 100K, baby.
So come on, boys.
Do your thing. All right?
If the boys win the ball, one of you is gonna roll.
Out in a brand new Bentley Barrier at over 100K.
So come on, boys. Let's go. If the boys win the ball, one of you is gonna roll.
Out in the brand new Bentley Barrier at over 100K, baby.
So come on, boys.
Okay, Shiloh, you just say, come on, boys, do your thing. All right? And you say, yeah. At the end, just say, yeah. All right?
If the boys win the ball, one of you is gonna roll.
Out in the brand new Bentley Barrier at over 100K, baby.
So come on, boys, do your thing. Yeah.
Let's go. One more time. All right, one more time. Now we loose. You know how you guys play like when you're rapping in front of the mirror? You know you guys be playing like you do that? Okay, play like you doing that right now. All right? And say your line. Ready?
If the boys win the ball, one of you is gonna roll.
Out in the brand new Bentley Barrier at over 100 grand, baby.
So come on, boys, do your thing. Yeah, boy.
If you call in the next 30 minutes, we'll say. You ready?
If the boys win
Hold on. When I do like that, you go. Ready? Go.
If the boys win the ball,
And see, we started off with something beautiful like that. So I'm happy we started off with that because I definitely was very, very emotional when I was going into this little, this segment. But I'm still very, very emotional about this. But man, dude, it's just beautiful to be able to see this both of them, Shiloh and Shedeur with Deion Sanders, and they doing a commercial. That's dope as a bitch. And I just stumbled across this just on the next scroll. I just wanted to swipe over one so I can you know what I'm saying, start the one video off at the beginning. And it just shows you how things are just aligned in this world, man. We gotta manifest things, man. Manifest things in your life, and always do your affirmations. I try to throw out certain affirmations that myself I read over, try to do daily. Today I didn't. I was really unaligned a little bit, and I do believe it was. They said it was a meteor shower or something going on, and a whole lot of different frequencies and different new world energy that's embracing and whatnot. I don't know the full diagram of the situation, but something else going on in the cosmos and the stars right now. So like everybody's feeling a little wacky type, off maybe a little bit. And I just came from just I haven't smoked in 5 days. I took a little break just for my lungs, but also just wanted to kind of see the little bit of a difference. And then I just took a little bit of a puff of the jointery, and it got me to get a second wind to come here and do this episode with you guys. But I was actually about to go to sleep, and I think that is like the one thing that just about to throw me, because I was like sleepy, tired, like. And then next thing you know, I hit the joint, and I was sitting there talking to my friend, and next thing you know, it just came over. I was like, you know what, I'm high, so I just got some energy to do some shit. So I don't work tomorrow, so I'm going to create some content tomorrow for sure. We got a lot of shit to knock out. This is the new month. We are at August 2nd. I should have did episode yesterday, but we are here. My nieces, they leave next week. My sister gets here, I believe, the 8th, and then they go back probably like the 10th or something in that situation. And then we're gonna ride out the rest of this month. And then I go back home around the 27th for like a week and a half to tattoo. And we're going to do some content out there. We're going for sure do some content out there. So, yeah, it's about to go down. And then everything is aligned, mate. I just looked at the clock and it said 002233. That's crazy work. We are aligned, guys. We are aligned. But let's not drag too far off topic. We were going to go over this. The owner of the Browns wanted to say this to his player that they picked, which I've never heard no crazy shit like this. But yeah, let's just go into it, and we go from there. Community camera.
If you'd have told me, let's say we picked him on Saturday.
You know what? I don't want to show the nigga face, so we just gonna play it like that. But that you hear him already. But I gotta fix my damn screen for this damn thing. But let's just go ahead and play, folks.
Friday night driving home, y'all are going to pick Shedeur. I would say that's not happening. But we had a conversation early that morning, and then we had a conversation later that day. I think we had the right people involved in the conversation. At the end of the day, that's Andrew Berry's call. Andrew made the call to pick Shedeur. Just like who's going to start or what play we're going to call is Kevin's call. But that's Andrew's call. He made the call. If you
So, let's play that back. This is the guy, Browns owner, Cleveland Brown owner, says Shedeur Sanders wasn't his pick. Like, why would you even want to come? Why would you even want to play for a nigga that just said that? You just kept your mouth closed. You should have just kept your mouth closed, bro. Just stay out of the way, Bucky. Stay out of the way, buddy. Let's hear him.
You'd have told me let's see, we picked him on Saturday, right? Friday night driving home, y'all are going to pick Shedeur. I would say that's not happening. But we had a conversation early that morning, and then we had a conversation later that day. I think we had the right people involved in the conversation. At the end of the day, that's Andrew Berry's call. Andrew made the call to pick Shedeur. Just like who's going to start or what play we're going to call is Kevin's call. But that's Andrew's call. He made the call. And you obviously.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let y'all digest that. Y'all tell me what y'all think about that. You know what I mean? What do y'all think about that? You know, tell me in the comments. What do y'all think about that video? Going from that video, let's just get into it. We got a bunch of little stuff that's, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna show the impact. All these videos is gonna do is just show the impact that this man is doing and all the stir up that's going on. But that's what a lot of people have been talking about lately, is about this situation. Hey, act like it's people up in the house going to sleep. Which I'm not, but somebody is in this motherfucker sleeping. And you should be asleep. Over playing my nieces. So this is most of the stuff that's surrounding. Not every video I'm gonna remember exactly what was the. You know what? Let's start with this one.
Because he didn't think Shedeur would be available, or is he saying that? Is he saying that's not happening because he didn't think Shedeur would be available, or is he saying that's not happening because we didn't want to take him?
He's not saying that because he didn't think Shedeur was going to be available. That's not what he's saying. He's saying that because in my opinion, they're saying that because he's sitting there saying, look, they didn't really have him ranked that high. They didn't think they were going to draft. I don't know who ultimately pulls the trigger on this. Here's the bigger issue. I don't even really care why he said what he said. This is what it tells me, though. What it tells me is that this young man is ice skating uphill. That's what it tells me. Because they are not in lockstep as far as how they view him within that organization. What else would you come out and say? As I was driving home on Friday night, if you would have told me we were going to draft Shedeur Sanders on Saturday, I would have said, that ain't happening. What that means is there's enough people at the top of the totem pole who are like, nah, he's not for us. Simple as that. And then he went on to say, we had the right people in the room. We had a meeting about it Saturday, and we had the right people in the room, and ultimately Andrew picked to play it. I mean, what the hell?
Why are you saying that right now? He's on the team.
Exactly. So if you're Shedeur Sanders, and you're sitting wherever you're sitting in the dorm rooms in Berea, like that I slept in when I played for the Browns too during training camp, and you're watching or you're watching the news, and you're seeing the owner sit there and go, oh, well, as of Friday night, they weren't even thinking about me. And then they had a meeting, and the right people were in there, and they wound up drafting me. I'm sitting here going, man, am I really at the right place here? Do I have people that are all rooting for me, that want to make this competition here really fair and equitable? They want to make it an organic competition, or they're ultimately going to be some people who are saying, I didn't want this guy. And so they're not going to support me in those personnel meetings that I was a part of for 8-9 years. And I know how people can get personal with those things in those meetings. This was not a real good interview in my estimation, because it doesn't help the player at all. And quite honestly, it doesn't help the opinions that we have about how Cleveland goes about doing business. It doesn't at all to me.
Guys are champions. You guys. Let's go a little deeper here. You guys are champions. You guys both played in the National Football League. Let's get personal. You know Deion Sanders enough. Has anybody ever been in a position to say that Deion Sanders was a liar? Ever? We've all talked about him for years. Have you run across anybody that said Deion Sanders said one thing to your face and said something else behind your back. That's not who that man is. And so when he comes out and he says something about his son, there is no question he has spoken to his son. There is no question that Deion Sanders prepped his son for those interviews. There is no question. I mean, the brother threw for over 4,000 yards, 37 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, okay? Completing 74% of his passes, so we knew he could play. 5 quarterbacks were taken ahead of him. We entered after the season was over, and I know there's a window where you get to evaluate these guys once the NFL season is over, and you can lock in and zero in and stuff like that. Even though with a multi-billion-dollar establishment, it's hard for me to imagine that you can't have guys that are specifically designated to do evaluation while the rest of the team is preparing, for the playoffs and beyond, stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there. Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Tyler Shaw, Jalen Milroe, Dylan Gabriel, all picked before Shedeur Sanders. He was projected to be a first-round pick. He was drafted 144th overall in the 5th round. 5 quarterbacks were taken ahead of him. We all know this was about Deion. Now we have to get to what the real crux of the situation is. Deion, as I told y'all, was devastated. When I came on the airwaves and talked about how devastated he was, and Molly knows this, I had not spoken to him at the time. I've spoken to him since because he called me to thank me for being accurate on what I was saying about the level of devastation that he had felt. Because it was a painstakingly thing for him to endure. To watch his son plummet, knowing it wasn't because of his ability. It was because of his pedigree. Who his daddy was. And what you had people out there feeling about Prime and the potential.
Listen. Before I let Stephen A. finish, man, this is why his voice is needed in this analyst situation. I don't care what dirt that they try to put on this nigga Stephen A. This man is here for us. Let me let him finish.
Influence he would have on his son. So if my son comes on this particular team, if this team drafts up, we might have to deal with Deion. Because if Deion ain't satisfied with how we're doing, who knows? Oh, by the way, Deion is showing himself to be a hell of a coach on the collegiate level. What if people start clamoring for him to be the head coach because we ain't doing what they think we should do? Now, got his son here on this franchise. You had all of that stuff. I know of owners who went to their personnel in the draft room. You're not drafting him. That's what I was told. And I've been a reporter for 30 years. That's what I was told. So I'm looking at all of these things and I'm saying to myself,
Bring that back.
That's what I was told. And I've been a reporter. Now that we got his son here on this franchise, you had all of that stuff. I know of owners who went to their personnel in the draft room. You're not drafting him. That's what I was told. And I've been a reporter for 30 years. That's what I was told. So I'm looking at all of these things and I'm saying to myself, of course I believe Deion. Is there culpability on the part of Deion Sanders? Yes. Because you don't go on national television and tell the world your son's going to listen to you. By the way, you know what? I don't give a damn what the NFL team, if it ain't the right situation, we ain't going to go for it. Because those kind of things can come back to haunt you. And I think that if Deion had an opportunity upon reflection, he would do things a little differently himself in terms of how outspoken he was leading into the draft. And Shedeur Sanders obviously said himself there may have been things he would have done differently. But that does not mean that Deion is not telling the truth. When he says, there's no way in hell my son walked into an interview like that. Once again, it's a nugget of intel where you see people trying to stain you intentionally to put a reflection upon you and your son because of their feelings about Deion Sanders. Now, he may have some culpability in that, but it doesn't make it right what's happening to Shedeur Sanders. That brother can play, and I think he's going to show that he can play on the NFL level, but most importantly than that, he has been a model of professionalism throughout his collegiate career. And for these kind of things to stain him on a personal level, to me, it just shows why so many athletes should be turned off by the process. Why go through interviews and things of that nature if you're not going to tell the truth about me? Why do that? That's a shame.
End of the day, that's Andrew Berry's call. Andrew made the call to pick Shedeur.
If you feel this way about Shedeur, why y'all still got the man?
Since 2000, the Cleveland Browns have had 35 different starting quarterbacks. But now you're going to take it upon yourself to say Shedeur Sanders wasn't your pick. And that's probably why it's going to work.
Hey, when I look at it, I just like how the young man going about himself, man. Shedeur. There's no better way to go about this than keep your head down and keep working, bro. He looks comfortable out there, first and foremost. And he looks like he's still enjoying the game, man. And I think this is just more, fuel to the fire as opposed to it's going to help him out throughout his NFL career in general.
You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to break him.
Man. No, I'm trying to get y'all to see all the talk that's been going on with just because of that clip alone. I'm happy Shannon Sharp was able to speak on it. But boy, Ocho, Stephen A, all you guys, I definitely always love the content. I follow you guys, subscribe. So let's get into it. This is at least showing my boy, Deion Sanders in good spirits right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's a lot that we can be happy about, and that is one thing, is that man is alive to be able to smile like he's smiling right now. You know what I mean? And this is an interview that he was just in, and we were just gonna let him. Now he wanted to pull up on both his sons, but he wasn't able to because Shedeur felt like he wasn't in the right place at this right time and moment to you know what I'm saying, to be on that drill. So like it just sucks, especially with what he had going on with him, with the bladder cancer and everything. So like, yeah, it just makes this whole situation, like I said, fucked up since the beginning. But we're gonna play this video. This is Deion Sanders, and I can't remember the dude name, but this is his show, Asante, Say What Needs to Be Said.
Why does he think he isn't getting the reps with the first team offense when training camp first started? And
I can't talk about that.
No. And Shedeur's response was, "It doesn't really faze me. You got to understand, we came all the way from a HBCU top to a Power 5 conference team, and now we're here. So my question to you is, what can you tell us about Shedeur when it's time to lock in and it's time
Hey, man, he's unflappable. We have been through so much as a family, as athletes, that he is prepared for everything. The only thing that really hurt me, when they started the line and saying he wasn't prepared or he was this or he came in with headphones on. I know my sheep. I know my son. I know what I raised. I know better than that. Shedeur ain't never did nothing stupid like that. Ain't never been nowhere unprepared, ill-prepared. No, if you talk to him, he gonna tell you the why. In every situation, he's never gonna be caught out of pocket. Now, yeah, he's speeding. Okay,
nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect.
We're gonna check him on that. But anything else with his character, it can't be no character flaw for 20-some years. Then all of a sudden, it's the character flaw.
It ain't adding up.
All of a sudden, it's character flaw. Like, come on, y'all be for real.
But I see him in practice. When I see him after practice, he just looks like he's locked in. He's ready to grind. He's ready to show the world. And
he cut from the old school. He cut from the old school, man. Like he knows hard work pays off. Like you got to work to earn it. And when I wanted to go down there, because I went to see Charlotte, me and Bucky, we got a plane. Like we're gonna go see Charlotte first, then we're gonna see Shedeur. And he's like, "Dad, don't do it." I'm like, "What you mean?" He's like, "I ain't where I need to be. I'm not getting the reps I need to get. Don't do it. Don't do it." Yeah, he said, "Let me do my time." He said, "Let me do my time in private." Yeah, what he said, "Let me do my time in private. I'm doing my time right now.
Man.
I got this." He said, "When you come, hey, it's gonna be all kind of bull junk." I said, "You know what? I got you. I can't wait till the preseason game start because
Oh man, next Friday I'm everybody locked in, baby.
You can do what you want, but you're gonna have to let him play in preseason. He gonna have to play, and I know he gonna get that ball down the field. I know him.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful. It's always good to hear that man, Coach Prime, talk about his sons, man. So let's get into it. What else we got here? Pros. I had a video. You know what? We're gonna go straight to that. Let's just see like some how he looking on the field. That shows you how he's looking on the field. You know what I mean? He ain't just all talk. We ain't just here for all talk. Let's get it. And see, my niece is still up. Both of them bull jobbing up in here. Real time. So this is the boy Shedeur Sanders still in the show with the reps that he was given. You know what I mean? And man, this just shows how he's looking on the field and doing his thing, man. I just can't wait to see him on the field, bro. If he get it on the field, it's up. It's up. If they don't, boycott.
Way to throw. Turn percent. We live. Let's set the tone.
Hey, hold on.
Let's set the tone in the wrist. Let's get in the end zone. Here we go. That's it. Here we go. What's it? What's it?
Good job. Don't find out about yourself. You don't find out about a football team when things are easy. You don't, all right? It's hard when you're going through something. Every single day I'm finding out about what this team is willing to do, what you're willing to push through. Push through. Team on three. 1, 2, 3.
Great film to watch. Much, you're a fearless leader. Let's go, baby.
QB's on 3. 1, 2, 3.
QB.
Last one.
So you guys just heard Shedeur Sanders being mic'd up during practice. You have to love the energy that he provides with his teammates, despite all the outside noise as well as the inside noise. We have heard numerous reports coming from the media in regards to Shedeur Sanders. We have even heard the owner speaking out saying that technically he didn't really even want to draft Shedeur Sanders, but yet Shedeur Sanders comes to work every day with a smile on his face.
A better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. I don't care where they were drafted. If the Browns are the one team that thinks that, then I'm going to suspect it's not true. They don't know what
listen,
they're doing.
I every quarterback evaluation for 30 years.
Right.
I never root against anybody.
Yeah.
But I'd be surprised if Dylan Gabriel's ever a legitimate starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. I'd be surprised. I just don't think.
Well, then it is a wasted pick because you took him in the top 100.
Yeah, but potentially, you may get away with it because of Shedeur.
I can't imagine there's many people that think Dylan Gabriel's a better quarterback than Shedeur Sanders. I don't.
About the Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders comparison. It's not close. Shedeur Sanders.
It's not close either.
Close. No.
Wow, that's okay. Now that's news.
That's news. But let me couch that by saying this is rookie minicamp.
Sure.
No pads, no full speed competition.
But
Nobody coming to knock your head off.
It's telling. They're side by side, and they're not asked to do much, but they're both asked to do the same thing. And that one of them looked discernibly better than the other. I think that I didn't know that we would get that out of this minicamp.
We're standing here, Jay. They're on the field. They break the huddle from team stretch and team jog, and they go both pick up the ball and throw it. It's no.
Now he's talking about in terms of throwing the ball, who throws a better ball, and you know why it's not close? We forget that Shedeur Sanders was projected to be a top 4 pick in the NFL draft and then just miraculously plummeted to the 5th round. Like, this is another indication that him falling to the 5th round was not because he was not a good football player or a good quarterback. There was more to it. Because the words where he says it's not even close, that lets you know that there's a reason why one guy was projected to not even I don't even know what Dillon Gabriel's projection ultimately was, versus the other guy who was projected to be a top 10 overall pick.
Man, my niece is dog. He was fucking for a whole little operation. I'm up in here working. Hey, ass is still up, just moving and grooving. Like I was saying, man, the bull job that they got around my boy Shedeur, and he is just keeping his composure through this whole thing. It's just, I'm just in my boy corner. So, like, if that's what it's going to be, man, we just going to boycott NFL. If y'all want to play like that, we just going to boycott you guys. I'm going to boycott it. I'm about to start posting it. And this title, I'm probably gonna make it say boycott or not, or what the fuck, that sounded so freaky. Boycott, yeah, so boycott the NFL. I think I just want to see this man just play. I want to see this man play. And nobody would even be talking about so much of the Browns, and the Browns would even be getting so much attention like this if it wasn't for the boy Shedeur. Let's just be honest. The man is doing his damn thing. I'm not gonna stop. Hold up. Let's talk about how much motherfucking jerseys this man done sold. This man done sold over 250 million jerseys. That's y'all 5th round pick. Where is that ever been done? 250 million. That means he get the commission of that of 14 million. Crazy work. Let's talk about it. What are you saying? It's not even a comparison. We in 2 different ball games. Shedeur, my words to you is stay strong, my boy. Stay doing your motherfucking thing. That's my last time cussing. I'm sorry. Stay doing your thing. Man, I hope to see you this year in the NFL playing. Half of me don't want you to be playing for the Browns, but whatever, man. I know. Sucks. Cleveland, don't screw this up. This is the Artistic Perspective Podcast, and I am your host, Lavelle Ford.